most people in their 20s, they get scared, they get nervous that they don't have it all figured out. They don't have the right college degree. They don't have the right relationship that they want. And I want you to do something. I want you to go ahead. I want you to ask your parents. I want you to ask your grandparents if they had everything figured out in their 20s. And I guarantee that they will probably say no. I think that people's 20s are the most confusing times in their life, just because of the sheer fact that there's a lot of people that are telling you what to do. And that's whether you should, go to school, do a trade, work a normal job, save your money, invest your money, go on that trip. Don't do anything. Don't splurge on anything. Buy a new car. Buy a used car. Like we're just told a lot of things, and it's kind of unbearable, and it kind of gets overwhelming. If you just take that aside for a second and just realize, like, if you're 22, you've really only been an adult for 4 years. So technically, you're a 4-year-old. You're a 4-year-old adult. You haven't done this much. Granted, you might have, graduated college, graduated a trade school. You might have been working a little bit, saved up some money, bought yourself a car, but you really don't know what you're doing. And I think a lot of people just need to be told that, like, it's okay to not have everything figured out immediately. I think in the end, right, the journey's more fun than the destination. I think more people just gotta chill, and they gotta realize, like, that the journey you're in right now is what's gonna define you. It's not how fast you can have shit figured out. It's what you do in the journey. It's how you value your time and effort. It's not how fast you get somewhere. And you hear it all the time, like, once people have everything that they want, it's like, what are you going to work for now? Work your ass off and just enjoy the grind. And I know it can kind of be hard in the moment, if life's kind of giving you hell. But at the same time, you just got to realize that you're young. You have time. You have every ability in the world to do whatever you want. Seriously. In an age where anything could change, with this AI shit and, content creation and just everything as a whole. It's just, we're living in such an evolved world that nobody's ever experienced. Your life can change so fast for the better. So don't think that, like, your life is over just because, you went to college for a semester and it didn't work out. You went to trade school and you don't like it. You want to do something else. It's perfectly fine. You know how many people have switched up, in their 30s and 40s, switched careers? I know so many people who have done that. It's perfectly fine. This misconception that, like, 20-year-olds have to have it all together is just, it's complete bullshit. That's the same thing with, like, people living at home. Like, why are you going to rush out of your parents' house? If your parents are giving you everything, you don't have to pay much rent. What's the point of even moving out? Spend time with your parents. You see it all the time. People move away, and then, you go from seeing your parents every day to what, 3 or 4 times a year? And then that relationship just, shrivels, and then your parents die. You never get to see them. It's messed up. Other countries are not like that. Only the United States is like that, or heavily the United States, where you got to get out of your parents' house or you're made fun of. What is that? Like, if your parents are supporting you through whatever you're going through, live with them as long as you can. The baby bird's got to get out of the nest early. Like, no, you're barely even ready to do anything. You're a 4-year-old adult. You're perfectly fine. Especially if you don't have your money together and you're living poor. No. Just save your money. Stack your money. Don't be freaking worried about what other people are thinking of you. And I think that also contributes to people in their 20s. They're always worried about what other people are thinking. What somebody from their high school is doing. Who cares what they're doing? See, in the moment, your 20s are going to be hard. But I wanted to make this video to remind you, like, you have time. You have abilities, potential that you don't even realize that. Something next week, you could be like, oh my god, I love this. This is going to change my life. And then you go after it. You have no idea.